Good evening and welcome to our live coverage from Lords. I'm Mel Jones, and alongside me today is the fabulous Ali Mitchell.
Hello Mel, thanks for such a warm introduction. I'm sure I don't need to tell you just how much I'm looking forward to the day's play. Having a walk around the ground earlier, I was just soaking in the Lords atmosphere. Cricket just doesn't get any better than this. I had a look at the pitch as well, and this surface really should provide a great contest for us up in the commentary box. There's something in it for the bowlers. If the batters can get on top, it'll be good for batting. It may go the way of whoever bowls first. The weather conditions are perfect for cricket. Absolutely no threat of any rain.
Great work, Ali. Let's now head down to the middle to join the captains for the coin toss. Okay, everything looks set to get this match underway. I think the new ball will get some movement, so the openers will need to be wary. Shot! On the front foot, no one's getting that.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Onto the front foot, super shot, should be four.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next delivery right. Nicely played. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Lamb was quick onto that one, cut it away, through the field and to the boundary.
Can't afford to go too full again. It helps to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. Big edge! Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them.
End of the first and an exceptional start. Some big shots early on. Can build some momentum easily off that over.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Nice shot. There'll be runs here. Middled that one. Great timing. What a great gather, and 4 runs saved. Cuts that off well in the field. Three runs are added in that over. England are 21 for none.
Off to a strong start. 2 excellent overs to begin with.
Drills that one.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early and it was dispatched with a plum.
Finds the middle, won't find the boundary. Well, don't even bother running.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary. Can she come back with a dot ball?
What a shot. Lovely on drive, and there's little chance of anyone catching that. Oh, nice shot. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. There'll be runs here. Finds the fielder with that shot. That's the over. England are 41 for none.
They're setting up the middle order to really attack the later overs.
Change in the bowling. India switching it up with some pace. Shah comes into the attack. Huge edge. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but with no reward, putting plenty of pressure on the batter. Doesn't beat the infield. Couldn't get it through the field. That's a much better over. Great comeback after being smacked around a bit in the previous over.
Batters have been roped in a tad that over. Still going at a good clip though.
Brilliant shot. That's for the crowd. Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Nicely played. Straight to the fielder. Another over where runs are easy to find. These batters are seeing the ball really well at the moment, looking to capitalise on some lax bowling. 3 extra fielders are now allowed outside the circle. Going with pace now. Taken the edge. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Shot! Punched into the gap, and that's racing away.
Well, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep control and find the boundary.
Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
Well, that's a fantastic shot. Gets onto the back foot quickly and rolls the wrists to keep it down. Great vision.
Quick onto that in the infield. Lots of pressure coming into bat. We'll have to wait, though, to face their first ball. Shah coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. There could be a couple if they hustle. Knight taking guard, has been playing well in recent matches. They'll be eager to get bat on ball and bring their A game for this innings. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Well, dealt with that beautifully. Saw the short one and got out of the way. No more of those in this over.
Great shot, at least one on offer.
Good throw from the deep. Bang on target.
Shah will be disappointed to have overstepped. They're normally very good. May need a slight adjustment. Superb fielding. Full stretch to stop the boundary. End of a tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be easy out there at the moment. Good pressure being exerted.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Too much room, got what it deserved.
Well, didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Edged. Now, superb timing. Can't hit it more sweetly than that. Brilliant stop. That looked like it was headed for the boundary rope. Going with spin now. Huge edge. Time to put the squeeze on now. Found the edge the last ball. Just need to keep hitting that same spot again. Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4. Timed that absolutely perfectly. Huge! That's flown!
Just a little bit of room given and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
Drilled, but straight to the fielder. That's a solid shot. Sharma, the spinner, coming into the attack. Brilliant! That'll take some chasing down.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
There'll be runs here.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep. Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook. How will the bowler respond?
Finds the middle, won't find the boundary. Shot. Could be 2 as the fielder comes around to cut it off. Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next delivery right. Too good. That is huge.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
The new bowler is coming into the attack. Power and precision in that shot. Can't get that outside the ring field. Time to follow up such a great delivery. Pitching on a length is obviously the way to go.
Got way too much bounce on that delivery.
Didn't keep the foot behind the line. Just a slight tweak to the run-up will sort it out. Finds the edge. 5 runs out of there. England are 120 for 1.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Chance to run 2. Drilled, but straight to the fielder.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Great shot. Gets hold of that and places it through square leg.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Shot. Textbook pull shot, and that is racing to the boundary.
Flashed away and got it well enough to find the boundary.
Interesting decision to change the bowling. Found the going tough earlier with the ball. A huge challenge with how well these two are scoring. Huge! That's flown!
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Onto that so early, almost on the up, and they might get 4.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Nice shot. There'll be runs here. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on as a new batter strides to the middle. The bowler will be looking for another quick wicket. Batter doesn't even have to move. Absolutely middled that one. There could be a couple if they hustle. Brilliant! That'll take some chasing down. This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a good length. Too short and you'll get punished on this pitch. Shot. Should be runs. Waits for it and cracks it away. Could be 4 if it's found the gap.
That showed great skill, lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Edged! What a ball!
threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Taken the edge. End of the over. 15 runs coming from it. England are 161 for 2.
They had a great foundation early on, and they've carried it forward to make a big total.
Well, don't even bother running.
There was a gap there and pulled away with conviction to the boundary.
Shot. At least 2 on offer. Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Gone! Played all around that one. What a delivery. A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They don't have much time to set themselves up before facing their first ball. Finds the middle, won't find the boundary.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Edged it, no one there, could be 4. What a great gather, and 4 runs saved. Straight to the fielder. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but with no reward, putting plenty of pressure on the batter. Great shot, at least 1 on offer.
Well, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep control and find the boundary.
Drilled, but straight to the fielder.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Timed through the vacant point position and racing to the boundary. Onto that so early, almost on the up, and they might get 4. India need to put that one behind them and find a way to slow down the run rate.
They attacked all areas of the ground, 4s, 6s, and there was strong running as well.
Confident appeal, could it be? Good shot, a beauty.
All the way, got it right out of the middle.
Beaumont has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Beaumont is starting to really get on top of this bowling. May need a few changes to halt this momentum. There'll be runs here. Couldn't get it through the field.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6. 6 lost ball. How will the bowler reply? Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Final over in the innings with plenty of wickets in hand. Tough ask for the bowlers. Some accurate deliveries right up in the block hole may be the way to go. The new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early as they bring a bit of energy to the wicket. Drills that one.
A lovely shot off the back foot. The shorter ball having no joy and getting dispatched for 4 runs.
Great shot. Gets hold of that and places it through square leg.
That was a solid shot, really well played. Ball was dropped just a little shorter and a great shot off the back foot.
Chance to run 2.
Well, the fielder can only fetch that, hooked away to the boundary. How will she reply?
Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
Good return back from the deep.
Nicked it! Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Nicked it, but that is going to go all the way. And that's the end of the innings. England have set a target of 227 runs. I reckon this is a respectable total. If the bowlers can get firing and get some early wickets, this will be a really difficult chase.
Here we go. Coming in for the first ball.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
There could be a couple if they hustle.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with a plum. Can she come back with a dot ball?
Great shot. Just square of backward point. No one to stop it.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Oh, it can be disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just have to accept it and move on. Precision. Past the umpire and not likely to get cut off.
Avoided the fielders. 1 bounce and 4. Fantastic shots.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. The worst possible time to be coming into bat. Just have to focus on the ball as it comes and not about the last 2 wickets. Middled, what a start.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
I don't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. Just need to keep getting the ball in the right spots and the reward will come. Huge shot. That is a massive shot. Just incredible.
Follows up the first 6 with an even better strike. Impressive hitting display at the moment. Might look to go big again here.
Power and precision in that shot.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
Gone! Played all around that one. What a delivery. With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. The new batter will be looking to just get through this ball. Wouldn't bother too much about scoring. Finds the fielder with that shot.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that is stayed hit. Fantastic. How will the bowler respond?
That's going a long way back. Almost effortless batting.
Well, these are crucial deliveries. 12 from 2 balls, and maybe there's a bit of a momentum shift. Consecutive 6s. Bowler needs to hit the mark.
Rodriguez on the way to the crease. Won't be facing just yet, though.
Good throw from the deep. Bang on target.
As they get ready to face their first ball, early on you want to get the batter coming forward and getting them to play away from the body before they get themselves settled. Nicked it, but that is going to go all the way. Tried for something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. Finds the middle, won't find the boundary.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
Nice shot. There'll be runs here.
Well, that was a poor delivery. You can't bowl there, and it got what it deserved.
There'll be runs here. Quick onto that in the infield. Another poor over completed. The batters are starting to have a field day, and the momentum is all in one direction.
End of a massive 3rd over. Incredible batting with the fielders up. It's put them ahead of the required run rate early on. A few more overs of this will really put them in the driving seat.
Drills that one.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, and dispatches it to the boundary.
Head over the ball, great shot. That's racing away.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease, just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Shot. Should be runs.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Sharma comes into bat, has performed well over the last few matches and is in really good touch. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4. That's the over. India are 63 for 4.
4 overs down, and the captain won't be too happy with her bowlers so far. It might just be time to mix things up. Maybe bring on a 4th or 5th change, just to try something different and hope their fortunes turn around.
Misses everything. Drives it, wild shot. A free-scoring over for the batting side, taking advantage of some rather average bowling.
End of the 5th, and the bowlers have been getting some stick. The field will spread out soon, so they might look to bowl to more defensive fields.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Good shot, a beauty. Good stop, probably managed to prevent 4 runs. A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading into this game, so I want to show everybody their strength. Doesn't beat the infield. A much better over that one. Really good bowling. Managed to find a little bit from the pitch and keep the batters quiet.
1 over left in the power play, and it's been a very good one. Runs, boundaries are plenty, keeping them steadfast with the required rate.
My oh my, that has just flown off the middle.
Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
Huge! That's flown!
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive one.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be.
Too good! That is huge. Just need to keep it simple. Line and length around the top of off stump. Eventually it'll force a mistake. Brilliant! That'll take some chasing down.
How clean did they hit that? Plays that immaculately with a straight bat.
Clean strike. The fielder can only watch it go over their heads. Huge six. This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a good length. Too short and you'll get punished on this pitch. That's going a long way back. Almost effortless batting.
Oh boy, 4 sixes in a row. It's just proving too easy at the moment. And I feel like it might not be over just yet.
Stumping! Oh! Great shot, but not going to beat the fielder. That's the end of the over, just magical batting. Nothing the bowler can do, but watch as the ball is hit to all parts of the ground.
The captain's made every effort to try and curb this onslaught, but the batters have had answers for every question so far.
Dean has the ball in hand. The captain will be hoping they can tie down one end. Runs have been flowing a little too easily.
All the way, got it right out of the middle.
Drilled, but straight to the fielder.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
Huge shot. That is a massive shot. Just incredible.
6 lost ball. How will the bowler reply?
Brilliant shot. That's for the crowd.
Hit that one on the arc. A fabulous drive for 6.
This has been a great over so far. 2 boundaries from it. And the runs are flowing very easily. Good shot. A beauty.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
That's the over. India 137 for 5.
The batters have left a clutch of 4s and 6s in the scorecard. They're powering this team to victory. How will she reply?
Couldn't get it through the field. Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play in the V early and expand as they get settled. There could be a couple if they hustle. Wow, that's missed the lot. England need this sort of rhythm to be maintained. A good over.
They've stayed in that super aggressive mindset. At this rate, their total could be unreachable.
Chance to run two.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Drills that one.
A strong area for them, lifted it up and over towards the rope. Can she come back with a dot ball?
Bowled him. Beautiful bowling. Gets through the defences. New batter comes to the crease. Not an easy time to bat after the fall of a wicket. Middle, what a start.
Well, they've faced one ball, scored 6 runs. Can't be much more efficient than that.
Huge! That's flown. Oh, it can be disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just have to accept it and move on. Brilliant! That'll take some chasing down.
And another one. It's raining 6s now.
They'll get at least one. Dean with a good piece of fielding. Nicely done. At the end of the over, India are 165 for 7.
The batters have left a clutch of 4s and 6s in the scorecard. They're powering this team to victory.
Too good. That is huge.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
Great shot and finds the gap. Perfect timing.
Back-to-back boundaries. This time it's 4. Magnificent hitting. Will it be 3 boundaries in a row?
My oh my, that has just flown off the middle.
Well, the bowler watches that one go straight back over their head for 6. Brilliant shot.
Misses. Chance. That's going a long way back. Almost effortless batting.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top and it just keeps going.
Clean strike. The fielder can only watch it go over their heads. Huge 6. Dean back on now. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away. Great shot, but not going to beat the fielder. And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Pure class, right out of the meat of the bat.
Good throw from the deep. Bang on target.
Oh, bowled! Just clips the bails. Gone, off the edge and onto the stumps. Unlucky dismissal. And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Shah just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Finds the fielder with that shot. End of the over, 2 runs added. India are 195 for 9.
Well, these middle overs have just been a constant bombardment of boundaries. The fielding captains tried everything, but nothing's worked.
That's the end of our broadcast for now. Hope you've enjoyed the match and join us again real soon.